This episode of Flyte Camp is sponsored by Vintage Camper Trailers, the magazine for all vintage camper trailer collectors, restorers, admirers, and dreamers.
So today I'm sending Eric out to pick up a couple of trailers. I've seen photos of these trailers, but I have not seen them in person. We can't be there, so I'm really hoping that they're in good shape.
We're gonna go pick up a Spartan Mansion and a Wescraft Sequoia. Should be fairly interesting. We got Dan and Devin behind us in the other truck, and it's gonna be a full day of trailer hunting. Trailer rescuing, I guess. You never know what we're getting into. The mansion's supposed to be dug out, and it's buried with a bunch of stuff around it. The owners of it apparently got it dug out, so we won't know till we get there, but get it out. We'll go through the grease on it, check the brakes and the tires, and you gotta think that probably hasn't been on the road in who knows how long. I propose we get that out of there.
We'll pull it straight forward. We can get it out.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that hard. I got a forklift. Well, when you have big stuff, you have to have a big forklift.
Get it out there, we'll go check the wheel bearing grease and all that stuff.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll get it to where you can work on it and check it all.
Cool. Yeah, really appreciate it. It's hard to say what this next one. Well, we pulled into Shady Cove and to check out our first trailer and 54 Spartan Mansion, and the owners of that were nice enough to they're going to work on getting it dug out for us, so that all we have to do is back up to it, hook onto it, and then we are going to swap out the wheels and tires and go through the brakes and bearings on it before we hit the road, but it's pretty buried in there, so we would have had hours of digging it out, and they're going to work on that while we go after this Sequoia, and then we'll come back. Hopefully it'll be sitting there waiting for us to hook onto it. Yikes. What did we get into here? Setting records here.
Appears to be right on the ground.
Just needs a little work.
Do we want this one?
We need a rollback is what we need. Slide it up on there. That's insane. Where do you even start? No axles whatsoever. That thing's probably suction cupped to the ground. Oh. Cell service. Oh. Kill me now. Yeah, my fear is that they paid for this. All right, I'll head back to town and try to get some cell service and break some hearts, or they'll break our hearts. Yeah. We must have that. Must. We're gonna run to the bridge. Apparently there's cell service there. Yeah. Call Justin, or I'll start with Kim, see if anybody's there or not, and then just kind of relay what we see, and try to cut this one loose. I think we don't cut too many loose, that's for sure. We've drug back some pretty crazy stuff, but this might be the setting the bar here.
I heard the word Wescraft trolley top, and instantly I write a check, and it bit me this time, unfortunately.
Justin and Anna, they talked to Gary, I guess, and wanted to see if it was all right with you guys if we just got stuff off of it instead of just trying to drag it out of there.
Damn thing, you guys already paid for it.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it on the trailer, quite honestly. So yeah, if you don't mind, we'll just spend an hour and see what's all right, salvageable on it, I guess.
We'll quit shooting for now. And
that's okay. That went better than expected. It's our pile right there. That's it. Brought you back this. All right, so the trolleys on the top, I don't even know if we can get to them. Any window hardware that's not completely toasted. That one's got a bullet hole through it. See those trolley top frames? Yeah, those are used for. Are those all flat too?
yeah.
Ah. Yeah, is that take a flat tip screwdriver? Yeah. The worst. Oh, watch my struggle. Well, attempt was made. I feel like you need to do something in a hurry.
You know, a lot of these trailers we pick up are very deteriorated and not a lot scares me, but there's been a couple and this was one of them.
Trying to salvage these drip rails here, or these little visor caps. They're always pretty trashed, so these are in actually great shape, and they missed them when they were trying to shoot them. So. I don't know what it is, but it's loose, so. Is the glamorous part. The struggle. No, not worth the effort. I don't know. What do you think? I think I'm done here. Feel good about it? Nothing really doesn't have bullet holes in it yet. Trolley top screen pieces for the interior. The upper trolley drip rail ends Dan's working on right now. And this little window shade or visors, drip caps, I guess. Drip caps. These are all steel and they're in great shape actually, so. And oh. This guy right here. Jojo.
The great thing about my guys is they got a good attitude towards it. They're out there in the field and it's kind of an adventure, you know, from them. It gets them out of the shop. It's like salvaging an old GTO or something, you know, and you always have a story at the next rally to share with people.
All right, Eric, there it is. What's going on?
We're gonna hook onto it, check out all the running gear on it, and throw some brake lights on it and get out of here before it gets too dark. I don't know if I have a pliers big enough to grab that dust cap. Let's see what we can come up with here. We got to improvise, and Dan was there on the spot to pull me out when I couldn't find a wrench to pull the dust caps off. They were screw-on style and required a huge wrench, and while I'm out scavenging for wrenches, Dan managed to take it off there, and I didn't even see what happened. When I came back, it was all done.
It's in cherry condition, and it's been sitting here for over 20 years. I just haven't been able to do anything to it since my dad died. I lived in this one. I lived in the other one that I've had. Yeah, I've enjoyed them. I've definitely enjoyed them. Anything that's old and well built, I have appreciation for, because they just don't make things like they used to.
Trying to be prepared, we put together a wire harness and some magnetic style taillights, temporary lights, to bring with us, thinking that the original lights wouldn't work. So Devin was on wiring duty and went in there, and of course it's just a big rat nest of wire, and struggling to get that all pulled apart and sorted, and he did a great job, ran it front to back, got it working. Finally, we dropped the trailer down on its new tires and tested the lights, got that sorted, said our goodbyes, and hit the road.
Stay tuned to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with all of our projects. Don't forget to subscribe and receive notices so you don't miss a thing.